What you like today? Pick your color.
Hey NailTubers, I hope everyone is doing well. I can't wait for you to see this Hello Kitty set because there is a reason I did this design. Now most of you know I've been using these 3XL tapered half covered tips with wells. My most favorite of these tips is that they're pre-shaped and the free edge of my nails fit right in there perfectly. And I'll let you see that. I put the nail glue right into the well, and don't ask me why I'm moving so slow. And you shouldn't use too much glue, and this will fit right at the free edge of my natural nail. And also remember to pinch the sides for the points to lay down. Then you just cut down to the desired length. And I know, right? An evening post. I'll talk a little more about that too. Now I didn't realize it was left out, but I only did a small layer of clear to protect my natural nail bed from staining because one of the colors I'll be using is very pigmented. An option to do a full clear first layer for a set of nails this long would be if you'll be keeping the length and shape and later changing to another design. Otherwise, you can build strength later when capping with clear. Now, this is going to move along somewhat quickly so we can get to the nail design. But for starters, I was actually going to just leave the acrylic layering out because it really didn't go that well. And it's not that, I had anything to hide. It's just for sake of the length of the video. This was recorded like in early October, and this is the first that I'm editing it. So I really was trying to remember too what had actually happened. What I can say from seeing this in editing, I kind of think I remember the acrylic was faster setting. Then I noticed some chalkiness, but I apparently decided to finish what I started. And I can see that by the time I got to the middle finger and the rest, I started working with wetter beads and it looks like it got a little better. And this baby pink is really cute. So I'm glad it doesn't look so bad as I see this. And I do want to share the good with the bad because I want to emphasize that no one, and I mean no one, is always going to lay acrylic 100% perfect every time. Everyone is bound to run into that acrylic they're not familiar with or haven't worked with in a while. But here, I definitely notice a chalkiness being the problem. So my question to you, what if something happens while you're doing a client and you've already started the set? Okay, so it's not to get too technical or spend up time nitpicking because you have to remember your client is in front of you. What are some other things that you can think of? Now for the ring finger, I chose to do a split color cutout because remember, I said there was a specific reason for this design. And girl, doing this on this length nail, I had to hustle. It's hard out here for a pimp. I don't know, that line just made me think of that song. So I must have really been determined to do this set. I just don't remember everything. But I did pick this to post because first and foremost, it's Hello Kitty. And secondly, it's definitely too cute. I use an X-Acto knife to do the cutout, and you can dip it into your acrylic powder to keep the product from sticking to the blade, but this was already drying so quickly and getting gummy. Then I build a little higher of an edge for the other color to be placed against, if that makes sense. Now as a practice, and I know I haven't shown it much, but I've spoken about this in the first year of my channel and showed it more times since, especially when I demonstrated that vortex mixer, and I'll do a YouTube short on it, so remember to look for it, but I do stir every acrylic before using it. So even after doing that, this acrylic was still chalky, and I can't even remember which it was, so if I do another video and the pink is chalky, you'll remember, right? Filing is done to straighten out the edge of the cutout. When I lay the color on the other side, it's okay if some gets on the pink because it needs to be filed away anyway. So before layering the clear capping, any excess on the cutout nail has to be filed and cleaned away. And this is how it turned out. And you're only going to see a portion of the clear capping because I did do a little cutting out. And this is where I'll build strength and create some apex. Oh, that lighter pink at the tip of the pinky was me forgetting to switch colors for that nail. So when I did start using the hotter pink, which is the real pigmented one, I just ombre'd into it. Now, they didn't turn out horrible, but I know one thing, Zule's On Point disc saved the day and really helped. It's really important to make sure this disc is straight and flat to the surface. Now the underside of the nails were okay, so I work on shaping the cuticles and after that getting the surface smooth. And here's the result. And even this isn't perfect because this took some work. So this nail design was decided based on a gift that I got for my birthday. And this is one of the videos that's been sitting and waiting for editing. I want to say like the first week in October. So I sat down to do this today as soon as I got home. And at first I wasn't going to post it thinking, it's getting kind of late. But then I decided, why not enjoy an evening post for a change, right? So here it is. Now I know I was out of frame many times in this one, so please forgive me. The other reason for it is because I was trying to do this in that hand position. Y'all know which one it is, but y'all, I can only hold it for a few seconds. And it's still not hard to follow what I'm doing. I do want to mention that each portion of color that you see me do in the artwork is cured for 30 seconds. So it does take time to finish this. Now I had to split Hello Kitty because she is so huge on the original piece, but I feel like I got this spot on and I'm happy with how it turned out. When doing the nail art, I did only show one coat, but I did 2 coats of white for Hello Kitty's face. Then I outlined it in black. The hard part for me was keeping the fingers together to make sure the nail art lined up. I decided to outline her dress first, then fill it in after because it's a little more detailed. And remember again, each color layer was cured for 30 seconds. Then some arms and feet. I do remember starting out trying to do the dots exactly like the dress, but this is so small. You can see I just started getting scattered. I topped everything with matte top coat. The matte top coat was cured for 60 seconds. I didn't do it, but how do you think this would look in glossy? And though this lettering isn't exact to the original, I love it. So yeah, guys, I did this to match a hoodie that I got. It was something I wanted just to be cute from time to time on days when I needed to make like that quick run to the store or post office or whatever, and I could just throw it on and look like I at least got dressed. Cause you know, on some days off, we don't be feeling like it. Aren't they cute? And look how well it matches. Well, you actually saw the thumbnail. If you like them, click that like button. And if you'd like to see more acrylic videos that went better than this, you can enjoy more by clicking this link. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.